They have none. They don't want to work. Their parents give them everything that they have, everything that they want, and they just whine for more. This country is in deep shit with an entire generation of these fucking clowns growing up with their purple hair and their fucking tattoos on their face, piercings, ear gauges, all the bullshit they do to themselves. You can see that they're narcissistic and they're screaming for attention, screaming to be recognized. They want attention now, and if you don't give it to them, they're going to piss and moan. That is their problem. They have no self-respect. They have no self-worth. They're valueless human beings who want everything. And they're going to be the next generation that steps into this nation. And if they're not working and producing, what does that mean they're going to be doing? They're going to be taking from me. I'm older. I'm 47 almost. They're taking from me. They're taking from you. Whether you're 57, 67, or 27, if you're working, these millennials will be taking from you and complaining the whole way. They are going to be the generation of Americans that want to be socialists. They want the government to provide them everything, and they want you and I to pay for it. It's the me generation, the millennials. And they are a bunch of horses' asses. Every last one of these whiny little fucks that think they're entitled to have it all. Yep, the public education system is finally paid off. 4 or 5 generations of Democrat entitlements have finally paid off. We now have a generation of people who are so selfish and narcissistic that they cannot be human beings. Go out and look at them, please. Take a trip to Walmart. Take a trip to wherever young people go and listen to them. Listen to the words they use and the shit they talk about. We are in big trouble, folks. The shit is going to hit the fan, and there's an entire generation of communist protesters, communist supporters out there, and these are these college kids. And there's a huge group of them. They're called the millennials. They are the worst of the worst. They have been cultivated. Their attitudes have been fostered, nurtured, and encouraged by the government, the state governments, and the United States government. In large schools and small schools, the school board's full of idiot dumb fucks who promote all of the trans, just the bullshit, the alternative lifestyle thinking bullshit. How about get up, go to school, learn some fucking shit, get out of school, go to work, go home, do your homework, get up and do it again. That's life, you little fuckers. The horse's ass of the week goes to the millennials. The Peter Pan generation that does not want to grow up. And they want it all their way, and they want it now. Every last one of these millennials with tits should be named Veruca Salt. I want an Oompa Loompa now, Daddy. And they throw a fit when they don't get their way. That's what we've got. An entire generation that is going to be ruined unless they can wake themselves up. And frankly, with this particular group of horses' asses, I don't take the time. I consider them lost. Lost for all time. It's up to them to choose. I can help people in their 20s and their 30s if they want. People my age, older. There's nothing that can be done for these millennials. They are off the hook stupid. Listen to them. If you have taken anything along the way of critical thinking and philosophy, in college or high school, or both, you'll hear nothing but logical fallacies spewing from them. Contradictory, self-contradictory statements in the same paragraph. Millennials, you guys have earned it. This is John, host of both the Prepared Mind channel and Mgtow is Freedom channels. And this is another video that's going to go up there. Yes, it's going to go up on both channels. Why? Because millennials have fallen right in to all the social indoctrination, all the social engineering programs. They are the result of it. They are the product of it. Feminism and its destruction of men, women, and the family, and our country, and our culture. And these millennials are living it. They're the most miserable little fucks on the planet, and they don't even know why. Social indoctrination and social engineering. The millennials are the prize. That's what we get for decades of this shit. Decades of social engineering has produced the millennials, the single most worthless generation of human beings this planet has ever seen. And I hate to see what comes next. I hate to see what comes next, but I have a feeling it's going to be a generation that rejects the millennials. But through it all, over the next few years, we're going to see something we've never seen on this planet before. That is a societal, economic collapse of epic and biblical proportions is going to occur. It is systemic, meaning it's been around for a long time and it's coming to fruition. And as we see the human beings collapse from immorality, the millennials, this week's group that has won the Horse's Ass Award, our economy, our financial system, our system of law, decency, morality, it's trashed along with this generation. It's indicative of the systemic problem, the systemic nature. It is the dividends and the results paid for toying with what we are. We're human beings. We are men. We are women. The social engineers have fucked with things enough, and now it cannot be unfucked. Just as the experimental economic systems have been put into place and pushed and tried again and again, thinking that if they keep trying the same thing again and again, you'll get different results. Surprise, you do not get different results. When you do something and it fails, you stop doing it. You don't push it harder. You don't get more of the very thing that failed, because you just create the problems like we have. We have economic problems. We have problems with diplomacy. And the very worst of the people who are in charge have wanted this. They want this. They want chaos and destruction if they can't own it all. And even if they do own it all, they're going to get a system full of idiots. The millennials. All they're going to do is cost, and they won't produce. The horse's ass of the week, the millennials. Thank you, folks. Subscribe. Click subscribe down below. Click share if you enjoy the horse's ass of the ward. Send it to your friends, family, and loved ones. Click the sponsors if you wish. That helps me pay the bills. And above all else, man, prepare. Chance favors the prepared mind. Food, shelter, water, clothing, defense, which means guns and ammunition. Get it all, because the system is coming down. The system's coming down. And that's going to result in a lot of chaos, a lot of death and mayhem. And if you don't want to be part of that, you better get ready now. This is John. Godspeed and Semper Fi.